Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to When the Light Dies into our final episode for the little series right now. We managed to get through to the third stage last episode. We didn't make it all that far in it, but we did get enough funds that we were able to unlock the last weapon to try out, the repeater rifle. So we're going to take the captain, repeater rifle, and we're going to just go for Survive the Night again, see how we do, and see how we hold up. Like, we haven't actually completed it yet to unlock any of the other difficulties. And it feels like there are a few odd quirks a little bit for, like, some of the systems in the games. Like, one of the things is that it kind of to start you off with, like, your, upgrades and that, it feels like you should at least be given a few things right off the bat for your first game. Like, oh, you guys take 2 shots even with the rifle to take out. Wasn't expecting that. Right, let me just clear these out a moment, and here's a... Okay, so I can talk here. When it comes to, like, your first drop-in for the game, I feel like you should at least be given right off the bat that you have a campfire icon to be going towards. You don't know anything like the distance, you don't know how many there are, or you don't have any, like, resource things around you. It feels like you should give the player at least that, because it is so fundamental that the campfires are your kind of, like... basically hold-up points, or your footholds, as you have the waves coming in, the blizzards and such. I do feel like for the blizzards coming in, there's gotta be something changed up a little bit, because it feels a little bad to have blizzard comes in, you get a bunch of enemies that are spawning in, you cannot even see them, unless your lantern has been filled up, which I kind of wonder if maybe lantern oil should be a bit more common or frequent to be found. We'll take that and keep going. It does feel like there could be some changes just to make the flow a little bit better for the game. Oh, you know what? Let's go for twin shot. It's like the rifle does have pretty powerful shots. It's just that. Oh, and you know what? We'll take vampirism right off the bat with that being a nice gold reward. And maybe we'll go for... yeah, we'll get movement speed, because that is a big one to keep in mind. But anything I've talked about for, like, quality of life, of, like, knowing distances and such, I think we'll take the Laudanum hit again. And I didn't use it all that much last go. And, you know what, maybe one more twin shot. See, I don't think long shot is actually something that you should worry about including as like one of the upgrade options. Because the issue I have with that, we'll go for another twin shot. One of my issues with the bullet duration is because you only really see the enemies once they're on screen, your duration doesn't have to last anything further than that, really. Because you don't know if you'll be hitting it or not. We'll go for the reload time. I also don't know what the dark magic actually is. I don't know if it's like a projectile attack we haven't seen yet, or it's something that we have been encountering. It's just been, like, hard to distinguish what that exactly consists of. Like, When the Light Dies, I think does have a solid foundation. It just needs to build on its foundation a little bit more with a few aspects in that. One of them, again, being stamina feels like a weird resource to have depletes with your shooting. Maybe for certain weapons and, like, other character types, that'd be a better way to include it, to have that. We'll go for fast trigger. Get the fire rate up a little more. But, like, having it so that way your stamina does go down with taking your shots and such, it does feel super weird trying... oh, shoot, I keep forgetting. I really gotta watch, too, that bottom right corner for if that lantern is on or not. That's something I've been slipping last episode, and, I mean, not a good start for this one either, but... ooh. Let's take the, 40% extra increase there. Now, we do have to get our critical hit chance up for that to really pay off, but... yeah, see, some of the times to actually go through and open stuff up to really makes it feel... I mean, I know they want to put strain on the player for, like, trying to plan and practically go through, okay, what do you do here? And make a lot more decisions and weights as such. But it can also feel like that... yeah, you know what, we'll get the accuracy, or get the critical shot chance up. Since we did get damaged the last pick. Okay. This is a tricky one, because, like, they all decrease damage. Again, bullet duration I don't think really matters all that much. Unless you have a way of, like, you're slowly expanding your view out so you have more shots and, like, things to aim for, all you really need the shots to do is reach the end of the screen, and that's it. Maybe what we'll do is go for the fast draw, because it does decrease the damage by a second least amount, but it does help the fire rate out. And we'll go for extra shot chance. Yeah, having the lantern is a little symbol in the bottom right there. I think my issue with that is, it kind of is something that I ran into with Horde Hunters, where a lot of the UI elements can kind of be scattered all across the edges. So you're trying to figure out, okay, I want to look for this one, that's over there, and then that's over there, this is over there, etc. I kind of feel like maybe taking the lantern and making it larger, either to fill up this corner more, or in the top right, so that way it's like more obvious whether it's on or not, is helpful. Because like when you're in a fire, it's hard to tell when it's lit and when it's not. And that uses up your oil, which you desperately want to be conserving if you can. And there's some damage increase. Okay, so we got next fires over here. Yeah, swap the lantern on, and let's try to reach that. And you know what? Okay, let's quickly crack this open before these are on us, and hopefully get some more... yeah, there's some more lantern oil. Again, I do think because of the visibility it provides, the oil is probably the best consumable item to always have in your inventory. Go for a little bit of a jog, try to outpace these guys a bit. And... there we go, clear a few more out. Ooh, you know what, let's get even more heavy bullets. Yeah, now we got a horde coming in. Okay, you know what, let's go for the experience gain over everything else. Because, like, we got the vampirism, which shouldn't be too worrisome until, like, we get into, like, towards stage 3. Ooh, even heavier bullets. And, you know what, let's keep going on with the heavy bullets. We might not get the highest fire rate, but if I can pair that up with, like, the piercing stuff, we could probably keep a lot of stuff kept at bay. Oh, you know what, let me... actually, now I think I know what would be really helpful for how to do the lantern as an icon. Both give it so it's a larger icon, but also have like a little gauge. Instead of having to check like what this number is, you almost have like a little fuel gauge, or like a little tube, or I'm trying to think of what the word would be for it. It's basically like if you were to look on the side of like a container, you have like the little cutout of a label that shows you where the volume is sitting up and down along that. Something more visual you can just take a glance at to say, okay, I've got a lot of oil left, I don't have a lot. That way you don't have to, like, either go by the little symbol, which can be a bit hard to see sometimes. And truth be told, I might actually have to... oh, I think I'm going to have to go towards... yeah, I can do. That fire ran out. So we gotta try to get over to this one quickly. Yeah, see, first level, they give it so that way you don't have to worry about enemies spawning in with a blizzard. Gives you a little bit of mercy there. But as soon as it ends, they're all out. Okay, I guess we'll go for Tough Skin. That was really the only pick I could have really seen making use of. Like, I know we do have the grenade, but with how difficult it is to just, like, keep your sanity coming up. Oh, another twin shot? Yeah, I'll take a twin shot. Just because we've been getting so many of the damage anyway, getting basically a way to increase that by another... How much would that be an increase? I guess another, like, 25% with the extra projectile from what we shoot out. And you know what? Let's go for the experience gain. More levels, more choices, stronger we get. But I am quite a fan of the repeater rifle. It seems to be steady, even if they aren't quick shots. Steady, powerful, and piercing shots are my thing in these games. Or in this genre of games. Yeah, you know what? That's almost out, so we'll just keep by it until it does fully go out. There we go. And we'll see what we can grab out of this quickly. Oh, another level up. Now I'll take that next piercing, just to help get through. Perfect. A few more things, a little bit better. Now I know, like, going on the Steam discussions for, like, how some feedback have been coming in for people for, like, the game. There have been some that have disliked having the, like, offset of, like, you have a percentage decrease with picking these power-ups. I can kind of understand their point, too, because it does feel weird to both weaken yourself and increase your strength, as if you're basically just kind of treading circles in a way. I think that comes into more effect to keep you with some more build varieties than just saying, oh, damage take, damage take, damage take, like that. Like, one of the things about Vampire Survivors was, because you take the one item, you always can build on each item. It's not like you're getting just pure picks of, like, damage. Whereas a game like this, where it's more so you're picking what attributes you increase along, there are ones that go a little bit more certain directions than others. But it is also where the rarity and value of the upgrades come in too. So like here, again, we've got silver ones. If this was a bronze, we'd still get piercing, but this is only the 7% compared to the 10. Truth be told, I'll probably actually take that just to try thinning out more. There's probably going to... Actually, that might be the point where we'll get the last of the piercing upgrades. Because at a point, it just kind of becomes a loss of damage. And kind of wasting the arsenal, or your firepower. Let's get the accurate shot. Oh, shoot, again. I keep forgetting to keep that lantern switched off. And we have yet to... Actually, one thing we haven't encountered yet, and I want to see if we can find, is... Actually, I'll go for the sleight of hand over the phantom shot. I want to try to find a magnet, though. Because, like, supposedly they're a thing that are out in the game now with us having picked up that one level upgrade. But I have not seen one yet as we've been going. We'll probably get through... I don't know if we'll survive Stage 2 or not. We'll certainly try our best to. But I want to see how well that works. Okay, yeah, this is a burnt-out fire. So we gotta go further down here. And yeah, anything that I had mentioned, I know I probably just said it earlier in the video. Anything quality of life-wise that I've thought of seems to have been included. It's just that you do have to go through upgrade trees in order to pick it up or find it. And I don't know if the magnet is like an item that it's a consumable you can add to your inventory, or it's going to be like a world object. You just like stumble across, touch, and it does its thing for you. That might actually be something that maybe When Light Dies could look into adding for something, is world pickups. Sort of things like how Vampire Survivors has like the chilly breath or whatever you can pick up, or even how Horde Hunters had it, where you would find pickups. I know you could pick up like some items, but like more consumable stuff. And just like some resource generation. I guess we'll go for the dark magic resistance. Yeah, I don't have the sanity to actually be able to... Oh. Okay, boss is down. That actually went pretty quick. So maybe the rifle is more of a boss slayer type weapon. Yeah, so we've got... Okay, we've used 1 lantern fuel. Critical chance is nice and high. Crit damage is nice and high too. So I think the big thing is just getting more damage in general out. Well, we'll continue along and see how far we get before the episode does come to its close. Turn the lantern off. More lantern oil. So you know what? I'll actually use up 1 lantern oil now, so we still have 2 in reserve. Oh, and we'll take that water. So next fire looks to be up to the left there. And they're not that far away from each other. Yeah, I'm digging the rifle. It does feel like it was worth the trouble to get it. Like, it's probably the one with the inborn piercing it has. If you can get the fire rate and the reload speeds increased. It really does make short work of anything coming in so far. Now, whether that'll hold true for, like, the really dangerous enemies later in... Ooh, we'll get that. Remains to be seen. But at least right now, it does feel like a noticeable power upgrade from the other ones, or all the other weapons we've tried. Alright, turn that lantern off so we don't waste that. I do wonder if I should be trying a different strategy of how I play too. Like, should I instead be trying to rely on the lantern more and go from, like, resource to resource, like checking these crates for items and such, compared to seeking out the fires? Because that is another route you could try taking with it. It doesn't have to be, okay, fires are all your safe places, always go to them. Maybe the game is meant to be more... Save the fires for when you know you'll really need them, and then venture to those. So that is an idea that I could try putting into practice. Yeah, just more books. I mean, the books can be helpful, but they fall into that problem of, again, you gotta stay still for so long to use them, that you don't really have that much breathing room. Yeah, another projectile. I mean, we are basically clearing things with single shots anyway. So I guess having another projectile just to help thin the herd a little bit more doesn't hurt. Like, it is satisfying to clear a whole group like that out with the single shot. Okay. Alright, there's something over there, something over there. Yeah, it does seem like the lanterns do last, or the lantern lasts quite a bit longer than the fires do. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably take the apple instead of the other things we've got. And let it charge in just to be blown apart. And maybe we'll go for experience gain. Okay, temperature has dropped heavily. So you know what? I gotta get to a fire to start warming us up. So that is one issue about relying on the lantern more so than the fires. Well, it seems like some of the fires light a lot quicker than others. But the abilities... I almost wonder if it would be better to make the abilities actually cost you sanity to use. And as your sanity your insanity increases, you have some different effects of, like, say, slower attack speed or gradual things like that, compared to having a bar sanity that goes down. Yeah, we'll just top the lantern up. I know it wasn't completely out, but... Now, is this the chest that we started at, or is this a different one? No, and a blizzard's coming in too, which is not good. Yeah, I think that's actually where we started. Well, we got another chest up here, so you know what, let me trek us along. It actually seems like they measure distance by how much time it takes, or like the seconds to reach it. It's like if we are walking... It does seem it takes about a second per each tick it goes down there. So you can kind of time out, okay, if the blizzard's coming in 20 seconds, there's a fireplace, or like a pit, fire pit, whatever you want to call these. Campfire. There's one 10 seconds away, and the other one is 15, so we should aim for that over that one. Yeah, thankfully the rifle does take care of these big ones quick, too. I think because of the extra projectiles we've got in play, and the sheer size they are, helps to thin them out quickly. Yeah, Blizzard's almost done. There we go. Oh. Yeah, a few more sneaking up on me there. Yeah, it's like 15 seconds, and that does seem to be how the... I guess we might as well take it as something. Yeah, so it'll probably take us around 30 seconds or so to reach this. If we were to run, that would decrease the time, of course, but we don't really have the stamina to do so unless I wanted to use... Actually, I don't even think I have an item right now that does give our stamina back. I know if you keep a water skin on you, that'll give you 50 points, which is... I kind of feel like the game does go a little weird with some things. Like, you have 3 bars of stamina, but it says, like, gives you 50 points of stamina back. It might be better to try to say, like, it gives you 1 bar of stamina back, gives you 2, etc. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll go for the mental connection. I'm trying to remember how I use... No, space is items. That's right, I've been stupid there. I've been trying to use the laudanum hit, but... I can't seem to get it to trigger for whatever reason. We'll do that, turn the lantern off. Yeah, it is right-click, so I don't know why... I can't seem to get the laudanum hit to want to take effect, unless it already has. Or is that because it needs stamina? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well, but we got the boss coming in, so we might as well hike us up towards this next fire up here. See if we can take that down, then we'll probably end the episode here, just because I don't want to go too long. Yeah, the rifle has already overpowered everything else we fixed so far. Which, I mean, you do want, if it's going to take a lot of investment to unlock something, you want to feel its power pays off quickly for you. Yeah, I was hoping to try to get the laudanum hit out to see how strong we'd be with that, but I can't seem to get it to trigger. So maybe there are certain abilities that use stamina and others that use your sanity for it. Yeah, let's just focus on clearing the boss out. It shouldn't take too many more shots with what we put in so far. Come on, you big guy. Go down. There we go. And we did get a few hearts for that. Yeah, I mean, again, we could probably continue if we wanted, but with the time constraint and how the series is, we'll just probably end things there. I did get a few more pulsating hearts. Oh, okay, that's how they'll do it. So it's only once you've fully completed the run, you get the credits and currency given. So even though I unlocked some, it doesn't give me this in the main screen here. But yeah, I was hoping we would have been able to come across, like, God, where was it? Was it... A magnet will appear that absorbs all experience points. Although, I can upgrade that further. Or did I not have the hearts to unlock it? Maybe I don't have the hearts to unlock it? That must be it. So that's why I didn't find it. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to try to get that to see how much experience we've actually been dropping and missing out on, but it does take a little bit to unlock all the quality of life stuff, but as you do get it, you feel how much more beneficial it is. But for now, I think we'll leave When the Light Dies here as a series. I will definitely keep an eye on it, see how it keeps developing, updating, etc., and we can always revisit it on the channel at another time. I want to thank Team PQube again for reaching out to let me try it, and thank you guys for watching the series too. If you do have anything like any comments, tips, or tricks, shoot in comments right down below, and a link to the game's Steam page is in the video description as well. Until I do see you all next video, episode, or series, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.